This week's free game on the Epic Store is PC Building Simulator, originally released in 2019. You build and grow your own computer store. The game has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, and having spent a few hours in the game, I can see why people like it. The gameplay is based around you getting emails asking you to repair or clean computers even. You accept them, you buy the parts in advance where possible, then it's a waiting game for the machines and the parts to arrive. You fix them, you remove the viruses, simply clean them, and then you send them back. Now the game does become a little deeper when you start reading into the emails more, as customers will put in extra hints as to their preferences. Perhaps they want special cable colours, or indeed they want it done on the cheap, as in used parts, or they want new parts only. All the while you are balancing your budget and making sure you don't overspend, or indeed not taking on too many PCs and not being able to handle a workload, especially considering some jobs have time limits. Credit to the game, it is fairly detailed in its mechanics. You have to undo screws together components, you have to remove the correct sides of the case to replace certain parts, you have to plug in cables, remember to put on thermal paste. The reality is though, the game is quite forgiving. For example, if you haven't finished building a computer and putting the case back together properly, and you put it back in the box to be sent back, it won't actually let you send the computer back to the customer because it will tell you that the case is not complete, so you then have to go and do that. Now, while I generally do approve of all of this detail, if I have to plug in the keyboard, mouse, monitor and power plug manually one more time, I may just throw my mouse and keyboard out the bloody window. As you progress, the computers have more problems and you have to diagnose these problems yourself rather than be told what parts you need to replace. You'll also need to pay for other software to help you with the repairs and in planning what upgrades PCs will need. You are striving to level up by completing jobs and increasing your feedback to 5 stars by getting all those little extra bits that people are trying to give you in the emails. Graphically, it looks pretty basic. You have a little room to work out of, you can buy extra tables and storage for the workshop, but there's not much else to the room. You can also change the theme of the room to make it Halloween or Christmas if you want, but I found both of these made the room look too dark. The PCs themselves and the components look nice enough, but again, they're nothing special, but they're very suitable for the type of game that it is. The music was exceptionally loud when I booted up the game, and even after turning it down, I found that the music was quite annoying and not to my taste, so I ended up turning it off, but that's a personal thing. In summary, the game is fairly addictive, but truthfully, it is not for me, as I would sooner spend time fixing real PCs and getting paid for it. But I can certainly see the appeal, and its positive reviews are well earned. If you like any of these games like House Flipper, where you're building up a business and doing tasks, then this is certainly one you need to grab while it's free on the Epic Store. And really that's all there is to say about the game. It's a short one as it's a fairly straightforward game, but I hope it's helpful, and please let me know what you think of the game down below. As always, please smash that like button and subscribe, and have a great week, and I'll see you all soon for another video.